These are not working well. They keep bending. Enough. I'm just gonna do this to the entire head and then may record. I'm gonna do the front bangs and stuff. I don't know. I'm trying not to blow up, but I know I'm nipping myself. So I'm trying not to. I'm trying to spin it. Can't burn myself at the same time. That's why I use the glove. This did not work well. It's stuck, maybe. That was a operator malfunction. Do a little bit of something. Let's see if I can make that one better. Go ahead and take these down. Been in for probably a couple of weeks. But oh, found one I forgot to this way. Right back and push it on here. Roll it and roll it on. And pinch it together. And spray it. This is freeze spray. I'm struggling with these pens, especially because my hands are kind of from the slippery from my products. I mean, you know, these pens, I tell you, they're not very good. They keep going crooked on me. Ooh, there we go. in there. Alright, and on to the next. Sorry it's taken me so long to do a recording for you guys here lately. I just want you guys to know that if you're struggling or having a hard time praying and letting God know your problems, it's the best thing to do, because that's what I do. I pray about every issue I have, and He helps me with it. And especially in the times that we're going through now, guys. I just pray that everybody knows God who's watching my channel, and if you don't, that you would turn to Him to help you with your problems and your issues and even sickness. And believe me, I understand it, because I go through it myself, especially when it comes to illness or, things like that. I've dealt with breast cancer, and now I'm dealing with lymphedema and vaginal atrophy and fibromyalgia, all kinds of things, and it just all piles up. And especially if you have kids, to try to do things with your kids, and teach them the way they're supposed to go, about if they see you praying and relying on God and putting your faith in Jesus, or I dropped my glove, then they will imitate that. It has to be done in the household, which is why I think they never should have taken God out of school. But I just pray that you come to know Him, and that if you have some kind of platform, or that's basically why I started this channel, was to start a platform for people who think the way that I think, and who actually care and have been through things, so they can help others go through it and understand it, and still rely on God. Because even when I've been at my worst, He has never left me. He's always guided me. He's always been there with me. Even when I didn't want to speak to Him, He never left. And He's shown up in my life in so many different ways, not only when I had cancer, but in another way when my second child was born. He was predicted to come out sick. I believe it was one of those ones that was genetic. I think it had to do with the lungs. It's either sickle cell anemia or something like that. Anyway, there was a lot of calcium building up in his veins. And our whole church came together and laid hands on me. They put me in the front, and they brought me up to the front and laid hands on me and prayed over me. And the next appointment I went to, the doctor told me, which was like a couple of months later, they had told me that all the plaque or calcium, I can't remember what they said, plaque or calcium, had miraculously left Ethan's system somehow. But we prayed so hard for him, even the entire church. So that goes to show you that when people come together in prayer, Jesus is there, and He answers prayers. He still shows up, and He does even miracles that are beyond all comprehension and understanding, and I have to proclaim. Not only that, I mean, I was premature. I was born premature. I was 2 months early. So there's been several times in my life where he's shown up for me and brought me out of the pits of hell. I know through addiction, like everything that I've been through. Like, I had a really hard time with alcohol at one point in my life, and he brought me out of that. He's given me the strength to not drink anymore, and I just implore you that you rely on him and believe in him to do the things that you ask him for. Believe it and ask. How is God supposed to bless you if you don't ask for it? If you don't pray to him and ask, you'll never be blessed. You'll never be saved. You'll never be, unsick, or you'll never be well, until you ask. So I implore you to do that. Come to know God, study his word. These things are important so that we know what's going on in the world today is biblical, and he will be back for us probably sooner than later. You know what I mean? Okay, we're going to pinch this. Put this last little pin. You don't want to scrunch it up too much. Just kind of let it sit there. Spray it. Freeze it. I like to go under my curl. Freeze it. Okay. And I got a few left here. Now, if there's any synthetic in this hair, it is probably this hair that is closer back here, which I really don't think there is. I think this is actually all real human hair. It's the softest and the best I've ever felt from any other wig company I've bought from, and trust me, I've bought several. I've wasted money on several. Now, this one did not smell very good when I got it. It was not the best smelling, so it took a lot of washing and things to get it to where I've gotten it today. I flat ironed it before I curled it. Let's see, yeah, that's good. Maybe it could even be a little skinnier, but I wanted to go ahead and do spray a little bit of this on front just to help shape it and mold it down. Plus, it's going to need it when I put the heat to it. It's almost not wanting to stay. I don't think I've got it pinned down. So, let me go over here where I put all my junk and the things that I use often. I was just working with some last night. I've got some out on the table, but they bend. Some of these are not in the best shape. Let's do 1, 2. This one's bent. Boom. Boom. Okay. should stay now. It's just the styrofoam head under there. Now, that front sweep going. All that stuff in good. Okay. This piece. I think the difference between the grades of hair, it's like mixed grade hair. So the softest part here is the finest part, and it came virgin blonde. So it is really soft. The back part is probably a little bit of a lower grade. I believe this is like a 12 to 16. I don't even know how high the grades go really. But it claims it's a 12 to 16 grade or 15 grade. But it probably has lower, like 11 and 10. And it also at the back, because there's a little bit of a color shift difference on how it bleached out. But I kind of like the way it did. Because it has this unique pattern, this really unique gray blonde and pinkish stripy pattern, and I really like that. It's like different highlights in it all the way through it. It's really pretty. So I'm trying to get all those hairs. Actually, I could probably lower her head down better so I can read you better and you guys can actually see what I'm doing better. Okay, we don't need to go too far down. It's probably good. Let me make sure you're still in frame. Yeah, we're still in frame. Okay. I don't think I'll leave it on the heat as long on this hair because it is higher quality, but it's also thinner and finer, just like European or Russian hair. Let's get this curl to go off the barrel. It's got a few of those small, shorter hairs in it, I'm noticing. Kind of hard to grab those and get them wrapped around where I need. Hey, if you guys notice, I lose my grip. Sometimes I drop things a lot. Also, that's part of, it's part of, like, side effects of the chemo treatments that I did. When I had breast cancer, I've been clear for a year now, and I'm getting ready to do my breast reconstruction because I had a double mastectomy. It was like stage 3 breast cancer, and plus, well, I have several family members who dealt with it. My aunt dealt with it once, and 20 years later she got it again. So she had kept one of her breasts, and then 20 years later she got breast cancer in that breast. So I decided when I got it to just have them both removed, since the way my family history was, and so far I'm qualifying for um, for reconstruction soon. I've got an appointment to meet with a doctor about reconstruction. We'll see what he says. I'll let you guys know. I'll update you on that. I really like these silicone heat resistant glove things. They are awesome when you work with one of these curling lines. Okay, I think we're good. Unroll it a little and pinch it together. Hold it. Use my glove since it'll work better that way. My free spray. Okay. Push the end of your curl up in there. And tap it kind of close to the base. Pinch your curl. And my husband might interrupt me in a minute.